Hey, what's up guys? It's Kibbs, this is The Scene. I'm with the beautiful Taylor today.
Hey! And today we're bringing you the latest updates on gossip, fashion, giving you all the nitty gritty, and most importantly, just thinking what you're saying out loud.
Yeah.
So, let's just start with the
internet sensation.
TERROLL Nakita. I'm sure it's no secret as to what's actually been happening on the internet regarding them. It's quite a big hoo-ha. It's upsetting.
It
you know what?
You know, it is. It's upsetting, but at the same time, it's also like exploded in a way that no one kind of expected it to. Looking at their past, how they were going on, like it just came as a surprise that she made it seem like he's such a dangerous person, and you wouldn't really get that considering how much he's changed his life and what he does. But it's interesting to actually see how it unfolds. And do you ever think they'll actually get back? Do you think there's
what?
potential
I
for that?
feel like in regards to TERROLL Nakita, if maybe they were off camera, they probably had these little rounds as we all do in relationships. They probably would have had a bit of makeup sex maybe, I don't know, and got back together. But I think it's because there were such goals and they made their relationship.
They made a lot of goals.
Like, they made their relationship very public, and I think now because they've just turned against each other in the most nastiest way, them getting back together, you're going to have some people happy. But at the same time, you have to remember that they're YouTube sensations. They're making money off this, so
it's
people
the way,
think
it's also like it's like the way that they're like so exposed on YouTube as well. Everyone can see into their personal business. But for those that don't know, Nakita and TERROLL are like a couple that basically
light skin. That's amazing. That's amazing.
They're a couple that basically
make goals.
They make goals together. They video each other just talking about stuff on YouTube, going to the gym together, different type of things, and that's actually how they got really popular. And people admired, you know, their couple relationship and the things they aspired to do with each other.
You know what I would say from like a viewer's point of view? I think regardless of whether the fact they were in a relationship, they were light skin, it was just the chemistry that they had and the way they, I don't know. It was
the chemistry seemed real. I guess even with the camera.
Like, if it didn't turn into marriage, well, obviously it hasn't. I just didn't expect it to unfold the way it did in that sense. And you know, maybe in regards to Nakita's response, maybe she really is just a woman scorned. Apparently, she. I think the big confusion was because she announced that they broke up. And then she kind of kept her distance by saying we broke up. She's not going to go into details. And I
but she did go into details, and she ended up saying that she reckons he has personality disorder, which he then made a video which I think was really like, he made some good points, which was, you know, if someone has personality disorder, you can't go around just saying that and putting that on the internet like that, because that might push them to think, oh, they're fucked and they should just jump off a building and kill themselves.
It's true, because obviously social media, like, we live in a very social age. That makes sense. And I do believe that if he really did suffer from some sort of mental disorder, it could have led him to suicide. However, I think from Nakita's point of view, knowing that she's a public figure, knowing that she's somebody who people viewed it in this sort of glamorous relationship, I don't necessarily think her stating he had BPD was malicious. I think she was kind of indirectly trying to tell females, you know, if you're in a toxic situation,
but
you should leave.
You know what,
with the whole crying and the video
I get
recording.
that, but you know what, I feel like he's got his own channel, he's his own man. If he wants to put out to the world that he has BPD, that's his business. She's not the one that should determine when that is said or anything like that. But I got a question for you though, Taylor. Like, what do you think will be the steps for each of them now moving forward alone, basically? Do you reckon that TERROLL will see something else come from TERROLL now, like that, now that he's not with her? Do you think Nakita will, how do you think it will go?
Do you know what, I think the main thing they need to do now is, obviously, they need to keep their distance. If they're not together, they're not together. But
what about as like for what they're going on to? Because I understand TERROLL works with a lot of gang members and stuff like that, trying to do stuff like that. So as for him there, he's gonna probably stay in that sector. But I don't know, with the slapping the little mixed girl.
Like, do you know what I would say in this case? If people were kind of being funny and saying that this is kind of like rap wars, and I would say if this was rap beef, TERROLL definitely won, because Nakita to some didn't come across as very sympathetic. It came across to some very fake. So, and I think he kind of won the votes because he came across very real with the whole eating Chinese and the hand. I was like, yeah, like, I get it. And he didn't expose her. People were like waiting for the nitty gritty, you know, for the dirt, for whether she'd done her body gun or. He didn't expose it, and I felt like he really kept her integrity there. So, and I see big things for Terrell, to be honest. Like, he's an ex-reform.
But at the same time, think about it. If Nakita really suffered all of the stuff that she suffered, we don't know what type of, you know, how that happened, because it was all tricked. You know, like they made it look like through the camera that everything was okay. So it's like, imagine her claims are true. What then? What should be? How should Nakita get the support that she needs?
Do you know what it is?
You know, she's getting a lot of hate on internet as well.
I don't agree with the hate she's getting, but I think.
And she's actually getting more hate than him.
But the reason for me, why I would understand why she would get more hate, not saying I agree, was it's kind of like, all right, you're in a relationship, right? I've been in a relationship before. I've had arguments with my partner. I'm sure we've both exchanged different words, but never in my life have I ever recorded what my partner has said. So I think for me, it's kind of like,
it's true. It's like, what was her plan? What was her intention? Was she trying to use that to destroy him?
I think for me, it was kind of like, you recorded it and then you added effects. And then it was just, I think if she didn't add the recording, then it would have been okay. But for me, it was kind of like, you added the recording, you knew what you were trying to do. Yeah, but
maybe that's because that was her only way of defending herself. She felt like maybe she made if she just made claims of these things.
Well, she did use a bit of wordplay. Like, if you actually listen to the video clearly, she said she had a dream or a vision or blah 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 of him tapping her.
She says, I can just imagine him.
But the way we think, when I first saw, I thought he actually came to her window and tapped her with a gun. So it's stuff like that.
No, but she said like she imagined it. And to be honest, that's not clear. But at the same time, you have to realize she's speaking from a woman that is, from a perspective of a woman that is basically meant to be damaged by this man. And I've myself heard many situations where women have been abused by men or whatever. And they tend to be very scared to speak up fully. So it's like, how can we can't really discredit her, can we? Because
we can't discredit her, but I think it was the thing that kind of made her case look more believable was, I wouldn't say the makeup, you can wear makeup. It was the pausing, the change of accent, the crying, and then it was the recording and the editing. It didn't seem like it came from a woman who wasn't necessarily her. It just looked a bit too planned. And maybe it could be true about Terrell, but Terrell's was very natural. But that doesn't discredit that he didn't do it. We will never know. But I think it's not necessarily what she did was wrong. I think it was good as a woman who's a public figure, a YouTube sensation in this so-called perfect relationship. I think it was good that she came out and kind of told young females, let me think it is go. I just wish she had a different approach.
But I just think it's crazy that it even got to that point.
Like it's very disappointing.
Where
really.
they were able to pretend that everything was so good.
Do you know what it is? I felt like,
but
I don't think it was.
Claims come out that, you know, she makes it seem as if this has been happening for a while. And it's like, that's been happening for a while. Who do you blame? Because, you know, she should have spoke up sooner. But we don't know whose claims are true. But I hope that for both of them, the future's bright.
Definitely, I think, you know, I'm sure Nakita had her reasons for doing it. I wouldn't say she's an evil person, and I'm sure Terrell has his reasons for defending himself, which he should. So I think, you know, on the whole, the future's very bright for them both. I wish them well. I think Nakita's a beautiful woman, great figure. She's doing her thing. Terrell, ex-reform gang member.
It's really actually let's think about that.
Yeah,
that's what that, you know. As much as that Nakita's an amazing person, that's what I must say is about Terrell that just makes him stand out. Because he's been through his trials and tribulations, it appears. You know, he's gone through stuff that has made him have to change his view on life, change his character, you know, become someone that he would say is worthy enough to live and actually speak to younger people about things that he went through and speak to them about it like a way where he's telling them the truths of it and not glamorizing it. So that's what a lot of youths end up having today, is where things are glamorized to them, but no one's telling the real raw reality of it. So like, I must say, like, I bow to him on that bit there, because that's just really amazing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Come from a place where you've learned a lot of bad stuff and make the best of a bad situation, pretty much.
Yeah, like, I hope Terrell keeps on pushing forward. I hope he doesn't let the naysayers and the haters get to him, and I hope Nakita, like, she finds the love that she's looking for. Hopefully this time it won't be on social media, and if she doesn't, you know. But
I think they should definitely keep, if any of them get into a relationship again,
I'm not saying
they should definitely keep it out of the internet.
I think this just goes for everyone, that make your own your relationship.
But that's what is trending on the internet right now. Like, everyone wants to know what's going on with these people. They want to know the insides and outs of their life, their children, their family. It's all about exposing yourself on the internet, and that's how you get famous.
Yeah.
But I think for both of them, maybe not.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. So people, tell us what you think. What's your opinions on Terroll's response? What's your opinion on Nakita's initial video? And most importantly, yeah,
we'd love to hear from you guys.
We'd love to hear from you back.
Hear your opinions. Everyone's got different opinions, and just
be honest,
right down there at the bottom.
Like I said, we're the scene. We're giving you the nitty-gritty updates in urban gossip, fashion, and music. So leave your comments below, and hope to get back to us.